The next morning, the Scarecrow said to his friends, "Congratulate me. I am going to Oz to get my brains at last. When I return, I shall be as other men are." "I have always liked you as you were," said Dorothy simply. The Scarecrow replied, "It is kind of you to like a scarecrow." The Scarecrow reassured his friends about the splendid thoughts his new brain would produce. He then cheerfully said goodbye and went to the throne room, where he knocked on the door. "Come in," said Oz. The Scarecrow entered and saw the little man sitting by the window, lost in contemplation. "I have come for my brains," the Scarecrow said a little uneasily. Oz responded, "Oh yes, please sit down in that chair." "You must excuse me for taking your head off, but I must do this to place your brains properly," explained Oz. The Scarecrow replied, "That's all right." The Wizard entered the back room, took a measure of bran, and mixed it with many pins and needles. He shook the mixture thoroughly and filled the top of the Scarecrow's head with it, then stuffed the rest with straw to hold it in place. After fastening the Scarecrow's head back on, the Wizard said, "You will be a great man, for I have given you brand new brains." The Scarecrow felt proud, thanked the Wizard, and returned to his friends. Dorothy looked at the Scarecrow curiously, noticing the bulge in his head. "I feel wise indeed," the Scarecrow answered earnestly. "When I get used to my brains, I shall know everything." "Why are those needles and pins sticking out of your head?" asked the Tin Woodman. "That is proof that he is sharp," remarked the Lion, humorously pointing out the Scarecrow's new features. "Well, I must go to Oz and get my heart," said the Woodman. He walked to the throne room and knocked at the door. "Come in," called Oz. The Woodman entered and said, "I have come for my heart." "Very well," answered the little man. "But I shall have to cut a hole in your breast to place your heart. I hope it won't hurt you." The Woodman replied, "Oh, no, I shall not feel it at all." Oz brought a pair of tinsmith shears and cut a small square hole in the left side of the Tin Woodman's breast. He went to a chest of drawers and took out a beautiful heart, made entirely of silk and stuffed with sawdust. "Isn't it a beauty?" Oz asked. "It is indeed," replied the Woodman, who was greatly pleased. "But is it a kind heart?" he asked. "Oh, very," answered Oz. Oz carefully places a heart inside the Tin Woodman's breast. He then seals the tin with precision, soldering it where it was cut to ensure it is secure. With joy in his voice, the Tin Woodman thanks Oz for the heart. He promises to always remember this act of kindness. Oz modestly tells him not to mention it. The Cowardly Lion approaches the throne room and knocks on the door. Oz invites him in, and the Lion declares that he has come to seek his courage. Oz responds affirmatively and goes to a cupboard. He stretches up to grab a green bottle and then pours its contents into an ornate green-gold dish. Oz presents the dish to the Cowardly Lion, who sniffs it with uncertainty. Oz encourages him to drink, but the Lion questions, "What is it?" Oz tells the Lion that true courage is something that resides within him and cannot be considered courage until it is acknowledged. He encourages the Lion to drink from a dish filled with courage, which the Lion eagerly consumes. After drinking the courage, the Lion feels transformed and joyfully rushes back to his friends to share his happiness, declaring that he is full of courage. Left alone, Oz smiles to himself, feeling pleased that he has met the expectations of the Scarecrow, Tin Woodman, and Lion. He acknowledges the irony of being a humbug, and how easy it is to make them happy because they believe in him. Oz contemplates the reality of his situation, admitting to himself that while he has made his friends happy, he is uncertain how to help Dorothy return to Kansas, knowing that it requires more than just belief.